It's day 108 of 118 days with the Tudors, and today we're thinking about 1592, and this is the year that Sir Walter Raleigh is imprisoned in the Tower of London. And apologies for this being faceless content, I'm a little bit under the weather, didn't want to let you guys down with your daily video, but yeah, you won't be seeing my face for a few days, so hopefully the pictures will suffice. Sir Walter Raleigh was one of the most notable figures of the Elizabethan era. He was a statesman, a soldier, an explorer, and he played a leading role in the colonisation of America and in defending against the Spanish Armada. But in 1592, he was imprisoned in the Tower. Let's find out why. Throughout the later 1580s, Raleigh held the confidence of Elizabeth, as did her younger favourite, Robert Devereux, and the pair regarded each other warily. There may have been also some antagonism because Raleigh had had a relationship with Devereux's sister, Dorothy. Now, at the beginning of the 1590s, Raleigh began a liaison with Elizabeth Throckmorton, better known as Bess Throckmorton. Now, she was one of the Queen's maids of honours, and having been 19 when she started there, that was quite a prestigious position for her, and she's also the daughter of Nicholas Throckmorton. Now, in the late in 1591, Bess became pregnant and the pair married in secret. So this is quite scandalous. She is a maid, she works for Elizabeth, and he is one of Elizabeth's favourites. It has been suggested that there was just no point maids even asking for permission because it was always refused. Elizabeth didn't seem to like the idea of her maids falling in love and going off and getting married. Now, Bess actually managed to hide the pregnancy from Elizabeth and from the rest of the court, only leaving a month before her due date, where she went to live with her brother. And she was aiming for only to be away from court for 2 weeks, because by being away for under 2 weeks, she didn't need to get a special licence from Elizabeth to spend longer away from court. Her son was born on the 29th of March, 1592. And on the 27th of April, Bess returned to the court, taking up her duties and trying to hide the fact that she's now a wife and a mother. However, by mid-May, the secret was out, and on the 28th of May, the nurse actually brought her son into court, so the game was definitely up then. And in early June, Bess was placed in custody of the Vice-Chamberlain Thomas Heneage. Now, Raleigh clearly thought that he could just charm his way back into Elizabeth's good books, but through all his flattery, she actually just became irritated, and both he and Bess were sent to the Tower on the 7th of August. And it's said that Raleigh took solace in poetry. On the 15th of September, though technically still a prisoner, Raleigh went to Dartmouth when a fleet that he had sent out returned with a large kind of haul of treasure and things, so he was allowed to go off and help divide that up, although he didn't get as much as he usually might have liked to have received. Bess was released from the Tower on the 22nd of December. Her son actually died very young in infancy, possibly around this time, and it suggested that it was sympathy from the Queen for this that led to her release. Though they were both now released from the Tower, they were both banished from court, and the ban wasn't lifted for Raleigh until 1597, but it was never released for Bess, and she was never allowed back to court again. However, she did enjoy a life of prestige as Raleigh's wife, or Lady Raleigh. So that's 1592, the year that Walter Raleigh, first anyway, gets locked up in the Tower of London. And I will see you tomorrow for 1593, where we're going to spend some time with one of my favourite Elizabethans, the astrologer physician Simon Forman. See you then.